Maximus Analysis here for September 27th, 2016. Wow, I'm tongue-tied. So let's kind of break down what we got going on here. Okay, let's look at the 240 minute on the ES and kind of look and see what we have going on. Again, we touched this 2134 level and respected it with a nice hammer on the 240 minute chart. Again, if you're new to my videos, you can always see the names of the symbol and the time frame right here in the upper left hand corner. So let's kind of see, again, we chopped sideways, broke above, now we're back into the chop. Okay, break above, I have a level at 2162. Again, they broke above it. The next one is, I think, 2172 or 73. But again, you can look at yesterday's levels and see that they currently are respecting them. Now, this, just to kind of let you know how choppy things have been, this is September 8th. So they drop down and then just working the tape. Again, I thought that they were going to break down around here, but again, the breakdown to me is under the 21. I would say 21-26 area is where I'm like, okay, they're enough fun and games. So we'll watch and see. Again, 21-20 is kind of the close underneath that. Kind of just clear all of these lows right here, and kind of go from there. So the NQ kind of have the same type of deal, except that this one looks a lot better in regards to where they're holding the 200-day moving at 200-day average on the 240 minute, not the daily. So let's go to the daily, kind of give ourselves some perspective, and they're holding it. Again, it's a lot of the FANG, the Facebook, Amazon, who else, and Netflix and Google, but we'll kind of see how we close the week. Going to the weekly, breaking it down even further. So now you don't feel as comfortable, and this is why I tell people to use the higher time frames. You see how bullish you were on the lower time frames. Right now, you look at the volume for last week has dried up since the engulfing. You got to this level, which we had about 48.68. So they got above it, but they're still not breaking above it. They got to the resistance but have not cleared it yet. Excuse me. But now you're like, okay, the end of this week, even if they pop up, they just break below there and they could come back to these levels very quickly. And these are the levels that we're going to continue to watch, that 47.60 area, to see if they get to that and then get to that breakout level. They've already gotten to the breakout level for the ES and reversed. Again, that was it today. So now going on weekly, you don't feel so comfortable now. So everything feels so good. Lower volume from last week. Now you're just like, okay, okay, they break below this week's low. Again, we're early. Tomorrow is Yellen speaking. Damn Yellen, always talking. And then you got EIA report for, again, that's a weekly report for the crude guys. So make sure that you at least keep that stuff in your radar. So again, this is the ES. This candle is open. So again, just kind of look at that and see what it does in respect to volume increasing. Again, we have the 2186 level that we tapped. I think we got the 2191 rolled over. So I'm looking at this and say, okay, they tapped this breakout area right here and reversed today. Let's see what they do, and if they get back below this 2126, which corresponds not only with the price action we just looked at, but the weekly low of the previous week, we'll see if they get below that. Again, let's go to the YM weekly, same deal. They broke below it, but let's see where they close. Again, that's why I have no problem not being the first out the foxhole regarding this, but I still think that we have some more retracing to do. You can look at CL, and this is another rough one to really watch. And look, if you break down, this is the weekly. If you look at the daily, you can see that this is a rough type of daily. You don't know where you're going to go. So just wait. I swear. I've been doing the newsletter probably since the beginning of June. And from June, we had the huge, again, Brexit gone back up, and it's just stayed there. Again, it hasn't even matched that 100-point move from Brexit. So crude is hard right now. So just wait. And when it looks choppy like this, I promise you guys, the weekly will give you some type of clarity. And you have to be willing to say, I have no problem being a little bit late. Again, you don't just take the first buy signal. Buy signal means on the weekly basis or on the daily basis or whatever your candlestick. This could be a 5-minute, doesn't matter. it's a break of the previous high, you can be fine with saying, okay, I will wait until the end of the week, Thursday, Friday, to take the trade, because right now they're just working the tape, and it looks like they're going to get lower lows. They look like they could easily continue to break down. And again, my buy signal is around the 40 to 38.09 level that I give you guys every week for crude. Gold this is a hard one. 13 weeks sideways. I'm going to wait. 13 weeks sideways. Again, newsletter talks about what we're going to look at, and I'll keep it at that. Let's see what the British pound is doing. Still sideways. Still sideways. So, with that being said, you just like, listen, I'll just wait. I'll just wait. It's still sideways. All-time lows are very, very close. I will wait. TLT actually woke up in a major way today. Look how much that stuff is going up. So just watch that. Great move right there. Let's see if it continues for this week. But the TLT, we'll see if that means that people are, I don't know, the correlations are kind of off a little bit, so I'm just not going to overthink it at all. Again, you had a big move on Amazon, and let's look and see. Yep, cleared the levels that we had. Again, I don't know. I had 800 as magnet. They're continuing. Maybe it's because of quarter end. I'm not sure. So just watching it, watching it, and this one is just continuing. Again, the FANG stocks is pretty much what's holding the market up right now. You got Facebook again, right at our resistance level. Amazon's over it, so I'm not going to be that guy. Google, again, you have the 821, so that's still my level of resistance, and the volume is starting to decrease unless they really wake up. I think it could go and fill this daily gap very quickly, which would put it back at the 786, 770 level. So we'll continue to watch that because it's just sideways movement, but I still think that we have some more downside to go, especially with the gap down. Now you got very cluttered movement, so just use the higher time frame and go from there. Tesla was down $3 today on a day like today. I've tweeted out constantly to roll your stops if you have a long. Reason being, as I see that they're starting to get long wicks. The buy was last week and it just started giving a lot of wicks. You would want this hammer, even though it's just 1 or 2 bars, you want to see way more follow through and then come right back into this buy signal right here. So we'll continue to watch that. That's why I said manage the risk and put your stop at break even. If you got stopped out, just wait. Just wait. Listen, this is trading. This is not fortune telling. And again, if anything, if you had to stop here, you can roll it down to this pivot. But I think just break even would probably be the best bet and regroup for another trade. So we'll continue to watch that. Twitter's continuing its run. Again, it's definitely going to start running out of gas very soon. And I'm just looking for the higher low to potentially, after this retracement for the markets, what this higher low is going to look like to get along, and hopefully it's above this $20 mark. Continue to watch it and take care.